Well, her specifically.
Well,
it's so annoying. You can just hit the record button. You don't have to do anything.
You know, she did this.
Well, you always have to point it out, Nilu.
Yeah,
Like,
it really bothers you.
Understand.
It's a you thing.
It's like, why can't we just? We're already talking. We're already going in, and we told them last time. We will ask you, are we recording? And then you're like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
It's nothing. A you thing though, because
it is.
For sure, if Josh does something, you think I was, and I'm like, this is just me with him.
Well, it's you and Alex, and then me and Benny. If Benny did something stupid, all of us.
Why do men do stupid things?
I've been resorting to. This is bad. Never mind.
Careful what you say. Once you say it, it's out there.
You have to tell us now. You can't.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
Sentence. Oh.
Come on, let's go.
She's like, no. Okay.
That's fine.
Figure out the dog situation later.
So the way that I've been trying to not be upset with Josh anymore when
Good
he
luck.
says stuff, I just think in my head.
Walked in and we're like, fuck.
I
know this morning.
I wasn't even that bad.
Oh,
girl, you were like fucking.
You were like demon eyes.
You were taking daggers to the jugular right there. She was like, "Fuck you."
He
fuck
upset
you.
me, and then. Anyways,
what did
the way
he do?
When doesn't he upset you? Is the best.
That's the we should ask him
of the century.
So I've resorted to in my head saying tree stump.
I thought she was gonna say "fuck you."
Even more appropriate.
No, because if I say "fuck you," it
comes
eggs
out.
me on.
Oh.
And then I'm like, yeah, fuck you, and so I can't do that because I'm trying to de-escalate myself, like
she's like, I'm trying to light a fire up my ass.
I'm trying to sit here say calm the fuck down.
I'm trying to put out the fire, guys.
His brain's like a tree stump. It's hollow. There's nothing in there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, I was texting him. He said he was gonna do something that he needed to do. And I called him because we haven't talked to each other in like 5 days because he's been working so much.
Poor thing.
I was waiting for
such
I thought it was going to be
bitch.
5 minutes. I didn't think she was going to say 5 days. I thought,
well, let's
sure
be
5
real.
minutes.
Definitely did not go 5 days without talking because we know Jessica.
Not 5 days without talking, but it's been like, okay, 10 minutes in the morning and then like 10 minutes at nighttime before bed because he is really busy. And when he has trainees, he can't talk.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's
so
working.
he was like, he was off Friday, but I worked till 12:30 a.m. So I was gone. So I didn't see him. Then he said he was going to do something, sign up for this test that he needs to do to apply for that position, for the firefighter position. And we've been working on him not telling me he's going to do something if he doesn't plan on doing it or he doesn't do it. And so I asked him last night, oh, did you end up signing up for that test? Like, did you figure it out? Because he was having a hard time figuring it out. Because it needed to be done on a desktop and not an iPhone. And he's like, well, and then he starts on the long list of excuses as to why he didn't do it. And I was like, I just was looking for like a yes or no. Like I don't know. Like I was just like making conversation since I haven't talked to you for 5 days, really. And he got all defensive and all cranky and then hung up on me. So yeah, I'm gonna be irritated because I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I literally just asked you a goddamn question.
And if you're just joining the conversation, she's not talking about her toddler. She's talking about her husband.
Exactly.
Well, let's be honest.
Well, hence tree stump.
Tree stump?
In my head, I think whenever Josh pisses me off now, tree stump. It's okay. He's just a tree stump.
Oh,
Damn.
that's nice. That's so kind of you to
It's
say.
not kind, but it's like, what am I supposed to say?
That was a tree stump.
I'm trying to not be upset at him.
Good luck,
How's that
Chuck.
working? Not very good. Look at
Well,
her.
clearly you guys came in, yeah, devil eyes. I'm like,
Because you did.
I also just woke up and this
Okay.
this
that's
guy,
what happened.
he
And then
walks.
she goes, why don't you ask Josh what's wrong?
Okay, can we talk about the irony of his excuses and your excuse?
I don't know, but you have to be there kind of thing.
We are
are
there.
No, like in the actual like him communicating, because it's like
We know.
non-existent.
We know.
can see it.
Yeah.
We don't live with him, but we can see it.
And
We
then-
all have
and then
a
it's
form of that.
I mean, we're all access here. Who the fuck's gonna listen? But I don't care. And then he sits there, I'm trying. And I'm like, what the fuck are you trying? Like,
And he put a little bit more effort.
because I'm like, you're either doing it or you're not. And I gotta
Put
tell
a
you,
capital T in that. Trying.
I gotta tell you, you're not doing it. Like,
I'm trying. Well, bitch, put some more effort in that trying.
Oh, man.
and
That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. The Phoebe comment. Can you please speak up, please?
oh yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one. Oh, no,
That's exactly what I thought too.
but there's been efforts made in other areas, which is great. But he also
In the bedroom.
no,
Oh.
in like the fact that he's been
She shut that down real quick.
Like, no.
he doesn't, he's not home.
Well, apparently now he has to be home for that to happen. No,
Well, no, he's just working a lot more, right? And so he's doing what he needs to do in that aspect, which is great. I totally like acknowledge that and encourage him on that. But bro, like if you're gonna say you're gonna work on something and communicate, then do that. Like I don't understand, and maybe that I don't know, you can share your guys' thoughts. I don't understand when they say I'm trying. And then in like 20 minutes later, they do the exact same thing that they said they were trying not to do.
Yeah, you're speaking about every man known to mankind.
Yes.
Because it's just like asking someone to do something. They're like, I'll do it. And 2 days later, it still hasn't been done.
it's
but
because
I'll do it.
the answer is they don't give a shit.
Okay, so
Because if it's something important to them,
They
they
would
will
have done
do
it.
it.
this is my point. Because my argument is always, you don't care. Like, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
That's
and
fine.
At that point, I just
But-
do it. 'Cause
But for me, I'd rather him say, I don't care. Like, I don't care
He
about it.
is saying it.
I know, but I wish he would just say those
yeah,
words.
but if he
But
says
he's
those
showing
words, you
you.
would probably
I know.
jump
I'd
a
probably have
cliff.
It's just
connection.
kind of those things that
So
you're
it's
kind
like
of.
never gonna be that win-win situation regardless, because it irritates the like with it's just the truth across the board. It's not just you. It's
Yeah,
everyone.
it's just like there's things that Alex will not do, and you learn that okay, well he just doesn't do it, and so it's otherwise he's gonna do it or not. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
no.
And then you just kind of like sit there and think about it, and you're like, well, I asked him to do it like 600,000 times, and he still hasn't done it. Is he gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it myself.
And it's just kind of like, okay,
Sorry.
this is not going anywhere, and it's just more. It's pissing me off even more, and it's kind of to the point to where you're like, okay, I'll just do it myself.
Well, 100%, and that's where I'm trying to get to, where like and like the stuff around the house, that's kind of where I'm at, right? Like, if you don't do it, like I need it to be done, so I'm just gonna do it, and I'm not gonna bitch about it anymore. But it's also like, don't get mad at me when I'm starting to do it, and you say, "Oh, I was gonna do it."
Bitch, if you were gonna do it, then your ass would have been up doing it.
Yeah.
But
That's
not just Josh.
yeah.
No,
that's
I know
everybody.
it's a guy thing
Oh,
or a
mostly,
a
yeah.
people thing.
No,
but-
it is a guy thing. A lot of it's. I feel like it's like a spousal thing, like meaning like you always have a spouse, right? Because
Yeah,
in
no,
some
100%.
relationships, maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
whoever their partner is. I think everybody has some form of that in any relationship.
100%.
Yeah.
What's that, Alex? Speak up. It's a two-way street.
Not a two-way street.
That's
Like when you start laundry and don't finish it.
You know, I was gonna
You
say
Or
that.
like,
I just
when
didn't
was the
wanna-
last time you
I didn't
scrubbed the
wanna
toilet?
touch anyone's
When was
toes.
the last time you scrubbed the bathtub? When was the last time you vacuumed? When was the last time you
Okay.
mopped?
Okay, we can
When
talk
was the-
about Josh again because if you want, like you and him, two peas in a pod,
Well, Benny
because-
too. You can throw Benny.
and
in there,
Benny,
'cause he's
all
on-
three of you, the three muchachos. I'm just saying, I literally talked to Josh like this week. I go, I clean all the time because he was off and he was home for 8 hours without me. Let's say he slept for 5 or 6. Okay. You still have 2 hours before I get home at 1:00 in the morning. You could have at least put the dishes in the dishwasher. I'm not even asking you to do the dishes.
It's like, we know you're not blind. We know you see them.
Well, I was tired, Judge. And the long list of excuses again. And so my whole thing's like, I understand. I'm not saying that you're not tired. Hence the sleeping for 5-6 hours if you need to. Okay. But you weren't sleeping when I got home. And the TV was on and your laptop was on. And girl, I know that you were doing other shit, right? And so my whole thing's like, okay, no big deal. You didn't wash the dishes, whatever. Okay, this weekend on Sunday, like, you've never helped me clean the toilets. I've been talking about needing to mop for the last 3 weeks. Has he helped me with mopping? No.
It's okay.
I'm going to have to do that.
He's like, oh, I was going to clean the toilet. I'm like, it's because
you were going to, or you cleaned it. There's no, it's otherwise you do it or you don't.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
I ended up doing it myself because it was driving me crazy. Like,
well, yeah,
I mopped
because
the
if
floor,
not,
I vacuumed. Because,
yeah.
Okay, I have him and Matthew, and they're,
they're disgusting.
God, it drives me freaking bonkers.
I mean, Matthew has an excuse. He's a little kid.
No, there's no excuse. I don't care. Like,
no.
All I ask is just to wipe it down after, like,
wipe your seat down.
Anything,
yeah,
no,
that's my point with the toilet. I fucking take that little wand and I'm scrubbing and shit. Why is there? Why? It's disgusting. And I'm like, it's him. It's him. He's the only boy in here. Daisy ain't going on the toilet to take a shit.
You need to teach her to stand up on the toilet.
That would be so cool. But no. And so I'm like, yeah, you get the damn wand. You get the towel. Wipe that shit down.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's not rocket science. It doesn't take long. If you just sit and do it, it's going to take you 15 minutes out of your day. If that. 15, 20 minutes. I ain't asking you here to, like,
not even 15, 20 minutes, dude.
Don't get me wrong. My thing is, like, if the situation was you're a stay-at-home and your partner is going to work and they work all day
different.
And you're staying at home not doing it, because we do know some people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, maybe you
100%.
should clean up a little bit. I'm not saying like,
well,
you need to be
like,
but it's just like, I work.
Okay.
You work.
Well, it's just like for me.
And it's like, you're not blind, but why are your shoes left in the bathroom? Why are the toilet rolls not replaced when they're empty?
Yeah.
Why can't you realize that the fucking sink counter is dirty from the last time you shaved? And how hard would it be just to wipe it down?
Wipe it down.
Just a quick little wipe.
No, yeah.
That's all.
Well, it's just like I work from home on Fridays, right? So Fridays are like my clean days. And that's just what makes me happy, is having a clean home, having the toys put away at the end of the night. Like, if you're sitting with the kids and I went to bed early and I'm laying in bed, just pick up the little things that make the world of a difference.
You would appreciate it.
It's like the little things. I'm not asking you to sit here and scrub the walls and like do all of this. Like, I'm not asking that, because I'll take care of that. Because my God knows you're gonna do it, and I'm gonna go back and do it over you because you didn't do it right. But the little things.
Yeah. No, 100%. And my thing is, like, you had mentioned something and I was like resonating with it, because the conversation he has with me sometimes, which was this week, is, well, I'm tired. I'm working a lot. And I go, I am so appreciative of you working so much. But here's the thing. I worked a lot too. And I got to tell you, the whole year that I did that, I still come home and clean. I still come home and make food. I still pack your lunches. I still make you breakfast if you need coffee. I clean up after you. Are you a child? Because I'm not a mom yet, and I don't want to be your mom, dude.
Yeah.
And my thing with that is, like, you want to say that you're working so hard. Okay, well, I work hard too, and I still come and do all those things. I would understand. I told him I'd be more than freaking happy, if I was a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home mom. And that was my, like, kind of my job, is to cook, clean, and keep the house to that standard. But it's like,
it's 50-50.
Yeah.
It's like, I work. I understand you work as well. But we all need to come in and pitch in. And I'm not asking you to do everything.
No.
I'm not asking, like, just pick one thing.
Yeah.
And just do it. Because it's like, you don't even do that, the bare minimum.
And I know we say Josh is not the smartest, but he is, because
they play stupid.
Because the thing is he so when we first started in the house, he was washing the dishes. And then he caught on to that, how much it pissed me off that it would take him 2.5 hours to wash like 10 like freaking little bowls in the sink. 10.
Well, it does take him forever to tell the story too, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but the story is different. Like the washing dishes, I've seen him wash dishes faster. Okay, so that's for sure manipulation. Like he was fucking doing that on purpose so that I could then like be pissed off, so then I would end up doing it. So then it turned into, okay, just put the dishes, like rinse them off and put them in the dishwasher. We have a dishwasher for a reason. And even then, it's like, why are you putting a bowl in there when you're coming home from work? Just rinse it off and put it in the dishwasher. So there would be no dishes in there. Like,
well, maybe when you get home, you just take the bowl and throw it at a wall. You know, and be like, well, it wasn't getting clean. Now we can throw it away. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
do I need to get crazy? Like, I don't know.
I just chuck it at his head. Here.
I was literally talking to my coworker yesterday about there's this, you've seen him. There's this pile of clothes on my vanity in the room. You just walked by them. They're his clothes. They've been sitting there for over 2 months. How many times? I'm just gonna toss them, dude.
That's what I do.
I'm just gonna toss them. When you can't find your work pants,
not my problem.
that are freaking expensive.
I've asked you a couple times, if you can't take the hint, then I guess you're gonna go fucking naked to work. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened to them. I guess Daisy must have thrown them out.
I would just say I threw them out.
I mean, I'd hope he'd get the picture. You know what I mean? But
I might be asking for too much.
No, it's just, the thing is like, they don't care about it. Yeah. They don't want to care about it. And because they don't care about it, they don't do it. So that's what it is. Because motherfucker plays golf and washes those motherfucking golf clubs fucking 65 times a week to make sure they're all pristine, but can't fucking wipe the goddamn toilet when it's fucking dirty. Disgusting. And it's like, bitch, well, you sit on it, you see it, don't you? Wipe it down, motherfucker. It ain't gonna clean itself.
Facts. Well, and now...
But I digress.
But now I'm also sitting here, I'm like, fuck, the dishwasher is leaking. And then okay.
Who's gonna wash the dishes? They're gonna sit.
There's already dishes in there. He came home this morning and there's dishes in there. But no, dude, I'm sitting here thinking, damn, the dishwasher's leaking. I text him because I called the home warranty and I was like, okay, we need someone out here. Okay, cool. And I sent him a text message. Hey, this is the phone number. I sent him a screenshot. Can you call to see about setting up an appointment for Monday? Because I was driving to work, so I'm not gonna call and try to figure it out. Yeah. And then later on in the day yesterday, I text him, hey, did you call like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Monday? That's when I prefer. What? Who am I calling?
Oh,
so then it's like, just scroll a little bit before the text messages I sent you. Why? I didn't know there was a number on there. You got screenshots, buddy. Like, what do you mean you don't know what the number is?
Yeah.
So then in my head, I'm just like,
you should have just done it yourself.
And then he ended up calling or whatever, and he's like, oh, they're not open, so I'll have to call on Monday. I'm like, okay, set an alarm to call on Monday then, you know, because I have clients Monday. So it's like, I can't, yeah, I mean, I can, but I'm giving him this one thing to do. But okay,
thanks for interrupting us.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah,
but I'm kind of cold now.
No, it's not even
it feels
cold.
good.
It feels good.
I was about to say, it feels good.
That's probably what it is.
I always wear socks, even throughout the house.
I need to take my
because it's like
I normally do, but I literally woke up as you guys walked in the door.
You know why it's so?
I was like, we walked in and it was like dead. I was like, she's still sleeping.
You know why it's so cold is because you're on a raised foundation. That's why our floors are so cold like that too.
Yeah,
but I prefer the raised foundation.
I don't think you have a choice. It's you otherwise buy the house the way it is.
I do want to show you guys our little trees and stuff out there.
Okay, but your front yard looks really sad. It's all dead.
Yeah.
Like your plants, like your sunflowers and all that.
Oh, I'm gonna go take those out. I got plants to put them in there.
Yeah. Girl, you gotta stop buying plants if you're gonna keep killing them.
We gotta start watering the plants.
Some of them just didn't do well in the thing, so I need to replace them. But I'm doing that today. That's what Josh and I are going to work on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Fun.
Well, you know, you move into a house and gardening becomes like
Very
the next cool thing.
It is. It really is. But I really like it. But I like the plants.
Have you, sorry to cut you off, have you used any of those seeds from that one from Florette?
No, because I want to wait to do that when I have the raised beds.
I can't wait till you do that because I want to see, because she had, you know how she does her show or whatever, and her Instagram is always so beautiful.
She has like
flowers.
a book on how to do it. So I want to get the book eventually. And when we do it, but you know, you guys, I want you guys to help me with something.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No, like
This conversation was going great until you asked.
No labor.
Just kidding.
I think it'll be fun.
Free labor.
I wanted
free labor.
No, like for us to like sit outside one of the days, maybe when it gets a little bit like nicer out, to sit outside and like talk about like design ideas for the backyard. You guys could help me.
Girl, what design do you need for your backyard?
Is that even a question? Like what we eventually want to do to the backyard and stuff.
Okay. Sure.
I mean,
I'm
gonna let you guys have this.
no, there's no need to have.
like, I
but
don't
it's
even have
like
the energy to have.
But we can sit outside and talk about some ideas.
But I'm like, not now, not anytime soon. It's nothing that's gonna happen anytime soon. But what do you mean you don't know what design ideas? I was like, Jen, like when you have a house, like you want things to look nice, don't you?
I just don't have enough energy for this today.
But I'm asking.
Milu, stop! You're making me dizzy.
Yeah, we can get some design books and look at some things.
Am I crazy for wanting that though?
No.
Okay.
Well, I know you said you wanted to get rid of all those rocks back there, so the first thing is getting the
I don't need like a
paved.
I don't need like a step by step. I need like a.
She doesn't need a 1, 2, 3 guide.
Well, you guys start somewhere.
She was just wanting.
Like, I'm not asking you guys to go out there and help me get the rocks. Nothing like that.
You know why Jen can't get past the rocks is because of her OCD.
What OCD? I don't got OCD.
I know you don't think you do, but you
Called
do.
the fuck out.
It's because
wait.
because the disorganization in the back with the rocks. She can't move past that until it's done to get to the next step.
We need to see the big picture, like 10 steps ahead.
And it's actually the OCD, the circling back to the
undiagnosed
OCD. To the other conversation.
Jen's
I love how she'll go online and she'll self-diagnose with WebMD, but when somebody tells her in her face, she's like, no,
but bro,
that's not it.
When you know something that you struggle with, like all of us with the cleaning, right? Like we're all pretty sticklers with
that's
the cleaning.
exactly where I was going with that. Is the OCD is so wrapped into
us,
our whole conversation we just had.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. I mean, who wants to sit there and be like, you've got fucking OCD? Like, no.
I have OCD. And I know I do because I cannot function when things are not.
You're like in acceptance phase. Jen's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. like, poor Jen's like.
Jennifer's still in denial.
She looks like a little Cabbage Patch Kid.
I just don't even have the energy.
I need a Cabbage Patch doll.
She's like, I can't accept that.
Whatever.
What even is that? It's okay, Jen. But no, okay. You're right about the OCD thing because I legit I kind of get like that too sometimes, for sure.
Sometimes, huh?
Okay, what about you? Let's talk about you.
No, Jen. that's actually exactly why I do the back to the conversation, like why him not putting his shoes away or stuff like that, or like why we have to reorganize the garage so many times. It's because I cannot function. Yeah. Knowing that it's so disorganized. If it's organized, like I feel like my brain is free to move forward. And like you're saying, like, well, we need to handle those rocks first. It's because it's like it's such a big barrier to you. You can't function past that. You have to get this fixed in order to keep moving forward. And that's how it is for me.
100%. It's like one of those things at nighttime where if the living room's like not kind of swept down and like put back together, or like there's stuff on the kitchen table at nighttime before bed, I can't sleep. I'm literally sitting there and I'm like, just get up and do it. Just get up and like clean it so that when you get up in the morning, you're going to be happy that it's clean.
Yeah. Because if not, you'll spend more time like sitting with it and it like stressing you out, where they're like, now I know, like if I think of something, I immediately go do it, because it's faster for me to just go do it, get rid of it, instead of stressing and like festering in it, you know?
Yeah, like, and having it ruminate. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I'll sit there and I'll just and I'll spiral. And I will spiral and it will go into other things, and I'm just like, bitch, what are you doing? Just get up and go do it.
Absolutely. And I don't think, like, I don't know about for you guys, if we're going to get back to the topic of the guys, Josh does not get that.
Well, yeah, that's the issue. It's because they don't have that, and we do. So that's why it's so much more of like, well, we care. Why can't you just? Because they're not wired like that. They don't see it like the way that we see it. Our OCD takes over, and that's why it's so like the toys being picked up. The reason they don't see it is because they don't have that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the reason it stands out so much, it's like, well, how can you function? Because you're thinking, how can you function knowing that this is like this when I can't even get past it?
Absolutely.
And that's the understanding. That's because we have OCD and they don't have that extreme. Everybody has, I feel like, some type of OCD, but ours, thanks to mom, is very extreme versus other people. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I saw a spot on the wall and I was like, where's the magic eraser?
Dude, whatever. When you watch those I think it's called hoarding.
I don't know why I did that. Sorry.
Is it just turning into an X-rated show or what?
No, but sex sells. I was just going to say that.
That's why I'm on OnlyFans. Check me out.
Yeah,
right. Alex
I should have done this like
I was on there before, Alex.
This is how I scrub. Instead of like...
What are you doing?
It was Alex.
What?
I was like this. Yeah, I gotta scrub the walls. And then he goes, what? And then I was like, oh, I should have done this. Happens.
It does happen.
Oh, my mind's going. New topic here. New conversation. Oh, but no, I do want to show you guys the trees that we got implanted.
We saw them on TikTok.
Yeah, and Instagram. Seeing them in person is a whole different story.
It's a different experience.
A different experience. A
They're
whole new
so
world.
Beautiful. It's a lemon and a lime tree.
That's so
Why
nice.
do you need
I could cry.
What happened to your peach
down.
tree? What happened to your peach tree?
Oh my God, I never told the story. I told people I'd tell the story on TikTok and I didn't. I didn't have a peach tree, but you remind me of the peach tree. So fun. I was worried about buying trees because of how bad my experience was the last time at the apartment. So Josh and I went.
Avocado tree.
What happened at the?
Oh, you guys didn't know this? Okay, so mid-pandemic, mid-COVID, Josh and I go to Home Depot and I'm like, I want a tree because I got the gardening bug because we couldn't do shit, right? Bought a barrel, went to the Home Depot, looking at this peach dwarf tree. And I was like, perfect. It's not going to grow big. It'll be perfect in front of the apartment, right?
Yeah.
And this guy comes walking around. He's like, oh, that's a dead ass tree. And me and Josh kind of looked at each other because like, who's this white guy just walking up and saying shit like that? We were so offended, you know? And then I was like, I don't think it's dead. I think it's dormant, right? Like that's the thing. I looked it up. The stems were still green. Like you cut it and it's still green inside. So it's not dead. I think it's dormant. We planted that bitch. It never grew. That bitch was dead. It was dead. Never got one leaf.
Really?
Yes. So I'm not the person to grow trees, clearly.
So but you have a lemon and a lime tree planted. Good luck.
Hence, I just remember thinking, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Nope, that guy was right. Sir,
should have listened.
Sir, you were right.
Sir from the Home Depot that told me that thing was dead. Can you please come and look at these trees?
Yeah. So we went to the nursery to buy the lemon and lime tree. And the lemon tree already has like flowers. So I knew that was a good sign because they have to blossom to get the fruit. And then the lime tree, we planted it and it does have new growth. So I think I'm doing okay so far.
Yeah.
Nice.
You just can't rely on the rain to water your plants all the time.
No, I water them daily.
Just don't stop.
Yeah, I know.
With your other plants.
It's a struggle.
You need to get like one of those hoses that goes in like on a timer or
Self-watering,
something.
the timer ones. Or they sell those things where you put water in them and it like self-waters.
I know what you're talking about.
More than that.
They have different size. I think they have different size ones.
They're gonna bring it in with the helicopter.
Well,
or what?
because you only need so much water. You don't want to overwater either.
I don't know if there's a overwatering a tree.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not commenting because I don't know how any of this works.
Speaking of plants, okay, last week on, I think it was Friday. Yeah, because I was Thursday or Friday, one of the days I was home. Because that plant that you guys have in your bathroom fucking fell off of somewhere. I don't know where it came from.
We were wondering who.
No, I picked it up because I don't know what had happened. It fell. And it was all over your guys' mat. I tried to vacuum part of the mat. I vacuumed some of the like stuff. I didn't do all of it. I didn't shake it out or anything. And then I put the plant next to the window because I don't know where it came from. And I was like, where did it fall from? I was like, there's a ghost in this fucking house. I'm alone.
I told Alex, did you drop the fucking plant? Because you didn't get in trouble, but I was a little irritated because of course I walked into the bathroom with my bare feet and stepped into the dirt and everything. And I was like,
I vacuumed
who the
around
fuck?
the toilet area.
And I was like, because I didn't see anything on the floor, so I didn't know. And then I go to Alex, I go, did you drop the plant and not vacuum that fucking rug?
I tried
and he's
to
like,
the rug,
no. And I go,
vacuum.
well, somebody did. And then I was like, and then I thought, oh, well, maybe Matthew had come into the thing and accidentally, because the way it sits on like our tub has like one of those glass.
The bars, right? Like up on the bar.
And it has the thing like a little where you can put stuff up there. And so we put it on there.
So it was on top of that rail.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where the fuck did this fall from? I was
so I just assumed somebody had walked in the towel because we put the towels over the thing to dry. That had just knocked it over. It's not a big deal. And I go, but I thought it was Alex. And I was like, this motherfucker
didn't clean up.
Fucking dropped that shit and did not fucking pick it up.
I think I had heard subconsciously something. Didn't, and then I was vacuuming in general. I was vacuuming the kitchen, and I look into the bathroom, and there's a plant on the floor. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, that probably was that noise that I heard. So I went and I picked it up and I put it by the window because I was like, I don't know where this thing came from. And then I vacuumed around the toilet because there's so much of like the dirt from inside, but I didn't pick up the rug because my vacuum gets stuck because it was like one of those fuzzier mats. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was going to tell you when you got home. And sidetracked, didn't even bother to tell him, which I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. No, because then after Alex is like, no, I did not drop the plant.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, maybe he didn't. I was like, it had to have been something.
Something had knocked it over. I don't know what it was. Nobody else told me it was me.
Can we freaking talk about your guys' house?
Oh, God.
And the toys laughing for no reason? And the freaking flickering lights in your bathroom?
Oh, the flickering lights in my bathroom, I think has to do with moisture.
No, I think it's mom.
I think
mom.
the house is
there's some presence in that home.
I don't think so.
We need people to come out and do a Ghostbusters.
I don't think so because
so cool.
Because the thing is when I turn my heat press on, her lights flicker because we're using too much. It's because of the way that the homeowner wired all that shit
together.
Because Dustin, when we had the fire in the garage, he was like, yeah, this shit is janky as fuck. So we know it's that. Yeah, and Florence come to look at it.
He came to look at my freaking built walk-in closet that they did. And if you turn off the fan, the lights go off. So you have to have the fan on.
It's all electrical
in order for the lights to brighten up. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Did Florence fix it?
No,
you can't. You have to rewire everything. You have to take everything.
Ooh.
So. And like the way it's going towards like, I don't know how they did it because you can't really fit.
You can't get into that space.
Into that area, like from the
from the top. That's how the addition is for us.
Well, because
it's very small.
The closet there wasn't it was a hallway. It wasn't connected to
the garage was detached. Garage. So they attached the walk-in closet to the garage to make it
attached.
So it's like there's wall on each side of the closet, and you can't get into the center to the closet.
Yeah. It's just
I know it's complicated. It's just it's exactly what it is.
But lately I've been able to turn off the fan because it's been freezing, so I can I turn off the lights, still stay on. Some of them go off randomly, and then the other ones will stay on, but I can still see to get dressed.
But the toys going off it's because they're those motion toys. That's all it is. Like the toys that go off.
Okay, the guy who is like more inclined
that's why I'm saying
presences.
That's why I'm saying I don't feel like there is like anything weird in the house
other than the plant completely falling on its own, but no big deal.
Okay, so I have a working theory about that, and I had watered the plant, and do you know who put the plant up there?
Who? Alex?
So it still is your fault.
No, but sometimes when he puts it up there, he doesn't pay attention. Because it needs to be centered, obviously, because of the...
Oh, that's probably what it was.
And if it's too far, because you know how it grows on one side, it's super, super long. Yeah. So if you put it too far over to the edge, it will topple over.
And I think that's probably what had happened.
That's exactly
because
what happened.
I was like, I went and I just totally forgot to tell you until we were talking about plants right now. I was like, you know what?
I was just telling him that we need to replant that thing anyways because it's growing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want it to get bigger.
Yeah.
And you can't overwater plants. I drowned our other.
Yeah, you can't. House plants, you can't.
Okay, let me tell you how he drowned the plant. Okay, this motherfucker puts this little, it's like this big and this tall. And it has just one of those like spider plants, those spider plants. And he puts it under the sink, turns the thing up. Okay, the pot has a stopper on the bottom so the water doesn't, like after you water it, it doesn't drain into whatever.
There.
So, of course he didn't.
I thought the hole was there. I didn't realize the stopper was there.
But because you don't pay attention. So instead of removing the thing, he filled the thing up with water completely.
Murder.
And if you use common sense, right, water will drain down.
If it's not draining.
So if it's not draining, common sense says
there's
something's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Your thing would be like, okay, well, let me check if there's anything. Is there a hole on the bottom or is there not? Nope. He left it like that, goes to work, and I come back, 9-10 hours later, and I was like, this dumb motherfucker left this shit fucking filled with water. And I go, so he gets home, and I was like, you drowned the plant. And he's like, you can't drown plants. And I was like, well, you should have removed the stopper. And he goes, there's a stopper? And it's just like, this is the fucking pot you bought. This is the pot you planted. Yes, motherfucker, there's a stopper.
Oh, my Lord.
And so I pull out the stopper. And he's like, I didn't know that. And I was like, clearly. And he's like, I think it'll be fine. And now the plant is just dead. So it wasn't fine. He drowned the plant.
Spider plants are very resilient.
Not with Alex around.
Well, what you should have done is put it out in the sun and let it completely dry out. And
what
then
do you think I did?
You did? Damn.
The thing's bone dry now.
I have a spider plant. You could take one and...
No, let's not try round 2 because round 1 was brutal.
No, I think it's fine. We will get another plant for the little thing because we like to have them in the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah, you got to be careful though. The one that you have that is really pretty that grows. I mean, I know you don't care, but those are really, really poisonous to dogs.
Yeah, that's why we have it in the bathroom and not in the room. Because originally because we have like a hook in the room and we were going to put it up there, but we know that's not good for the puppies.
I'm paranoid. But I'm paranoid because Josh's parents had a dog that did eat a plant and died, which was really sad.
That is sad.
So, but the money trees that I have, so I replanted that into a bigger pot finally, and 3 new little growths, and I have 2 more coming.
Oh,
so
awesome.
It definitely is doing better than it was.
It needs room.
Oh, did you see that planter schematic thing that I sent you on TikTok?
Yeah, that's why I asked for the saw thing, because I was like, I'm going to freaking build my own.
Yeah, that looks so
planters.
easy. I mean, I'm sure he made it look easy because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
but
100%.
The instructions he gave were pretty simple and clear. I was like, I feel like I could probably do that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna. Well, next year I'm gonna do that.
Well, the way the prices of groceries and shit are going, I was like, we're gonna have to fill the backyard with a big planter to plant some vegetables.
No, for sure. That's why I want to also talk about the design, because I do want like a little section in the backyard where we have planters. I want to plant vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, but you have really good soil out here.
Yeah, you do.
That I was gonna say, you probably needed to buy like one of those auger things where you dig out all the dirt and stuff and redo it from it being compacted and plant it straight into the dirt, because it's probably cheaper that way.
But I want something raised because I don't want to get down in like, and I want it raised. I want it raised. Yeah, I just do. But
I want to build one of those ones like they do where it's like not necessarily screened in, but like fenced in or whatever, so that other animals can't get into it.
Yeah.
But do like a whole garden where you have all kinds of, because it would be nice. It'd be cool to have like cucumbers and carrots and stuff like that, like all the
bell
veggies.
peppers, tomatoes. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have it. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I really wanted chickens. I want my own eggs. I want to get my own eggs.
I love the theory of chickens, but I don't want to have to clean up after.
Yeah.
Did you know
I do watch a lot of TikTokers and they seem to, it doesn't seem too difficult.
I could do it if I was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, I think if you're somebody that stays home, it's definitely achievable.
It's doable. I mean, 1 or 2 chickens. Like, I'm not talking about, I think 2 chickens, right? And then Costco sells chicken coops, like these really cute
I saw
chicken
that on TikTok.
coops.
Yeah, they are really cute. I saw that.
I was like, we really do have the area to do it. Like, if we designed it right. But Josh is never gonna get behind me getting chickens, dude.
Because he's scared of birds.
I need him to do some therapy.
But doesn't Aunt Wendy have some chickens?
Not anymore. They did get sick and they had to go away. But
that's sad.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, like with chickens and stuff. It's like they become your pets, and it's just kind of like
them.
and that's the thing is, it's like I don't know if I can handle emotionally pets passing away.
Oh yeah,
so it'd be too difficult.
It is hard. It's very hard, but I do want eggs. And then I watched this girl on TikTok or on Instagram, and you can get fertilized eggs from freaking Trader Joe's.
Yeah, they're like $2.99.
Incubate them. I looked at our Trader Joe's and they have them.
Yeah,
which is I need to calm down. Like, yeah, they have them. And I was telling Josh,
next week and there's gonna be 2 dozen fucking chickens running around.
Chickens. But I don't want to get that crazy because I only need 2. But I was like, I'm gonna
2 dozen.
I was like, I want to do that, And then I watch. I'm changing topics here. Do you guys watch the freaking the Eagles in Big Bear cam?
Okay, I don't
Jackie
watch it.
And Shadow or something.
I don't watch it, but the radio station that I listen to, Valentine in the morning, he talks about it. He gives updates every morning about the Eagles.
All 3.
Did they? Yeah.
All 3 hatched.
They were hatching on Friday, I think. I was listening to the radio Friday.
Cute little beep beep beeps. And this is the thing, Jackie and Shadow, they record them every year or every time they have the babies and stuff. It's a live camera that goes on all year long, I think.
Yeah.
And they've had like eggs, right? Like their babies that haven't hatched several times.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like kind of have this like emotional pull to
that's
Eagles.
why a lot of people are invested into it.
And they're 3 now, and it's so cute. So I want
really
damn chickens. Josh is gonna have
point.
to get over it. I tell Josh, right, when it comes to like
what
fears,
caused him to be so deadly afraid of birds.
Okay.
Or any like flying creature.
So the story goes, when Josh was a little baby chick himself. Okay. He was his grandpa put him in a high chair, and I think the grandpa went to like grab something to bring back to him, and a bird flew in the house while Josh was stuck in the high chair. He couldn't get out, and the bird kept flying around his face. I get it. Like, if you're going to have like a fear, that probably is going to be it. But my thing is like, Josh, you're 6'1". You're 200 however many pounds. A bird comes at you, swat it down.
Okay.
So
I have something to say about that, because I know it's like this phobia is like, oh my God, like I don't get it, get over it. But when I was little, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting in my room. You guys were like, I don't even think you were born yet. I was really little. We were playing Nintendo, like the old school Nintendo. Yeah. I can't remember who I was playing with. I was sitting on the floor with somebody else. And Florin had come into the room, like came and he was standing in the doorway and throws a plastic cockroach at me. And I remember screaming and like terrified, right? To this day, that's what I have this irrational fear of roaches.
It's
they
not, it's not irrational.
I hate them.
I don't like them either.
And it scares me.
I'm going to say something. Okay, when we moved into the house, right, the previous owners didn't do any pest control. And I got to say, best investment ever. Pest control is worth it. So we had them come out. Well, it starts creating like things to move. I walked in one night and I opened one of our cupboards. And, you know, Dad and Florin redid that whole kitchen. And closed any holes. There's nothing getting through. The size of a freaking, I don't know, small egg or something. Yeah, pretty much small egg. Came right at me.
I think those are water bugs.
Speaking of water bug stories,
but they are roaches.
Yeah, no, they are. They just fly. Okay, I was walking at the Irvine Spectrum with Benny, and all of a sudden I feel something in my hair. Like I have goosebumps talking about it. I'm about to tear up.
God!
I was like,
look at you, we're gonna cry.
Benny like swats it, and I see this thing fucking around. Of course, people are probably staring at me because I'm like, a fucking maniac walking at the Irvine Spectrum, and it's open, like it's always busy. I saw this thing. Oh my God, I still to this day can't. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, but Benny has a good track record with swatting. Remember that the black widow on your neck?
Yeah.
That's what you want. If it was Josh, I would have died.
That fear was my fear when we went to Hawaii. Because a lot of people say, careful because of the flying cockroaches.
Yeah. No,
I didn't see one.
Really? When we were in the elevator, it was like all over the walls and shit.
What elevator?
When we went up to the second story when we were staying at that condo in Hawaii.
Oh, you guys, we didn't.
You guys walked up the 3 flights of stairs?
We weren't upstairs. We were on the bottom.
I'm talking about when you came to see ours.
No, we walked up the stairs.
You guys walked up all those flights of stairs?
Yeah.
You didn't take the elevator?
No.
You were in the elevator with me.
No.
Yes.
No, I was not there.
Once.
I can't be a witness.
Anytime we went back down when we were going out, you remember when the elevator's doors opened? They were all on the inside, all the roaches.
I never noticed.
Oh my God, I noticed that shit.
I would not be on that elevator. I'd be taking those stairs.
Well, no, because it's like, but I'm trying to be like less irrational, right?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think it's that irrational. Cockroaches are really scary.
You're talking about cockroaches,
and they move so fast, and I'm just like, they're gonna get me. Yeah. You know,
they do. They run so fast. Even if you want to kill them, it's like it's hard.
You have to take a fucking hammer to a cockroach to kill it.
They survive atomic bombs. Like that is the one thing that will still be living if we get nuked.
True.
Yeah, it's impossible. Like
there was
hammer.
I don't know what was it. Could have been flying roaches or they were flying beetles. It was something flying. It could have not been flying. But when I went to Romania and I played that tournament, like the tennis tournament, and Dad was there. Well, wherever room we were in, like, had flying fucking beetles or roaches. I don't know but they would not die. Like, we would be punching them and they wouldn't die. These things were still alive. I didn't sleep that whole night before my match the next morning. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't have you there.
Like,
that's scary.
Where's the car? I'll sleep in the car.
That's so terrifying.
Honestly, I to this day, like, and I was young.
Yeah.
Okay, I was young. Maybe 10, 11 maybe.
Oh, God.
Well,
no.
So
still to this day.
My fear, snakes. You want to know why? Because I watched snakes on a plane when I was little.
Oh, snakes are. I mean, if I see a snake, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me pet it.
Oh,
but
you know,
I'd be like, okay, bitch, let me take a couple steps back.
But not even just snakes on a plane, but also because growing up in church and like them saying like the snake is the devil and it scared me straight. I don't like looking at snakes. Get away from me!
I don't like snakes in general. Like, just like the unknown and like, I don't know.
The slithering.
They don't bother
I
me.
think, like, just like all the texture, like all of that. It's just thinking of it all together.
We ride Indiana Jones and I can't even look at the fucking like the snake. I have to turn away.
Going Indiana Jones.
Oh, we made reservations for Disney.
May 4th. You
May
guys
4th.
have reservations also.
What day is it?
May 4th.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
Perfect.
Because Benny, they have new popcorn buckets, and one of them's a Death Star, and like the other one's like a helmet.
Oh well,
and
let's
he wants
also book a few dates in May when I took that whole week off or whatever for the staycation.
That's good for you. We work.
I get
She
that,
didn't
but
tell us about this staycation
I did tell you.
When?
after she booked it.
No,
Where are you
told
going?
I'm not going anywhere.
She said staycation.
I told you about it, that this was what I was planning, and you're like, oh, I'll have to talk to Alex to see if
He can take time off.
the work. And we were talking about a staycation going to Disney, right? Because we have the passes. So I was saying, because I'll have Saturday. So you guys are off Saturday. That's what I was trying to say.
Let's book.
Got it.
Or we could go after your work. Oh, and I'm thinking the next time a morning shift opens up at my work, I think I'm going to take it.
Oh, that would be nice. So you're off a little earlier.
I'll be off at 5:30.
Oh, that would be nice.
Well, with my whole weight loss thing, I was telling Alex I think I'm gonna go to Disney. I think I was telling you too.
Me,
Like
Go
2
walk?
to 3 times a week after work and just go walk around
I
to
can
get the
meet you
steps
there.
in. Yeah.
we just go with the kids because I just like to be able to walk around. Like, honestly,
It's nice.
Like me and Benny,
But I'm not
go out on
renewing.
just a couple rides, but the rest of the time we just kind of walk.
I
So
love
it's
to
nice.
people watch, so I love walking around and just people
Are you guys
watching.
going to renew?
Probably
I don't
not.
know.
I don't think I'm
I
going to
don't
renew.
think I'm gonna renew. It's
I'll
too
have to-
expensive, and then the whole
I need to also get
reservation stuff is so stupid. I'm so over it.
It sucks that
It's
I
a
can't
waste.
walk up.
Yeah.
like today. If I wanted to go, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a waste.
There's no reservations. I was
No,
going to
I checked.
ask.
I checked because I was like, oh, maybe I'll go this afternoon with the kids. But there's no reservations.
And not only that, but everything's so expensive there. It's just like
You know, it's
not
scary, though.
And not only that, but the quality of their merchandise and the quality of stuff you're getting there, it's just so poor.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be.
It's just like, if I'm gonna spend, $50 or whatever, it's like, just make it something at least fucking quality, not something that you fucking bought $1 from China. And that's what it is. All that shit is like, the quality is just not there anymore.
Yeah.
Not like how it used to be back in the day.
But no.
Because we still have toys from like when we were
I have
kids.
ears from like when we bought them like way back when.
Originally, yeah.
And then compared to the ears
Is
now,
now, it's
you can see the difference. It's
Disney,
crazy.
do better. Okay.
Please. Anyways,
no, I'm not gonna renew
Yeah,
come
I
November.
don't-
well, I have
we're
to
not
buy
gonna
Natalia a pass.
oh,
and I'm
you're
just
November. Mine's August.
Like, yeah,
I
we're in
don't-
November.
Did we sign up together?
Well, yeah. Remember they opened
No, I
up. We were
don't
sitting
remember.
at home.
Oh, I do remember this. I
Yes.
do. Yes, in
We were sitting
November.
at home
You
waiting.
said November?
Yeah, I think it's November.
Okay, November.
So you guys will be
Yeah, because we
so.
missed the August one when they opened up
Yeah.
again for
It was
renewal.
November.
We didn't get it. We got it the next batch.
It was
Yeah.
November. But no,
Damn.
I'm not going to just because I already paid $390 for me, Matthew, and Benny. The last thing I need to add is another $100-something a month. Like that's
For Natalia.
almost $600 right there that I could be saving. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's
And
not-
if we go once or twice a year,
it's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
Because they
And
come
I'm
out
fine
with
with
those
that.
SoCal resident tickets and whatnot, and I can get the kids for $50. I might as well do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm SoCal, technically.
Yeah.
Have
Never
you
mind.
changed your address on your license?
No, but I eventually will have to.
Don't do it.
We'll just keep your license.
Yeah, I can.
Well, until it expires.
Well, I wouldn't change it.
I know I want to keep Dad's, but I need to change it on other stuff. Like,
Change it on other stuff.
but I haven't changed it even at work. So whatever.
Okay.
Anywho, well, I think this is the end. Oh, we never did an intro to the Sassy Siblings podcast.
No, but this is
Anywho,
the end
we
of the
hope
Sassy Siblings
you
podcast
enjoyed
today.
this episode of the Sassy Siblings podcast. And we hope to see you guys next month.
And that's it for now. Bye.
Bye.